Hey up lads and lasses, Damfire here, back again with some more Infinite Lagrange. So today, as much as I really wanted to bring you the cruiser variant, I was missing the Chimera defensive variant and the IO siege variant. So if anyone has those, go into the description, drop into my Discord and message me, and we can work something out. And I'll try and get the cruiser ranking video out for next week, hopefully. I'm only missing the two. I've managed to procure from some friends and stuff like that, the other ones. So that's been a difficult one because the cruisers are definitely seem to be a little bit rarer than pretty much all the other variants I've done so far, as you've noticed, because I've shown you all of the other ones. Anyway, so instead today I am talking about the super capital ships. This is everything from the battle cruisers and upwards. I'm going to mostly show you from the ST-59's point of view, and this is due to the fact that I have a lot of unlocks here, so I can sort of show you how this works and sort of what's going on here a little bit, and how this upgrade system of being able to switch out weapon systems and even add additional subsystems to the blueprint. So if I show you the standard ST-59, which I believe I can do if I come into the store and just check the black market boxes and go down to said ST-59. No, it does show me my one. Okay, so that didn't really help whatsoever. But the ST-59, again, the reason I'm showing you, because I've got all these additional parts. So as standard, it comes with an armor system. It does have this same railgun system, which you're going to have to rotate around to actually show you. Same railgun system there at the front. It doesn't have the railgun on the top. These are actually cannons. So this has been upgraded. And I have this integrated projectile, which is cluster torps, and I also have this heavy defensive armor, which again, also something that you have to put onto the ship. So to get these parts and these extra parts, you notice that there is no variants of battle cruisers and carriers, and this is due to the fact that instead, when you get a duplicate, you get a new weapon type for it. Now, as far as I am aware, these are 100% chance of dropping. Every single one I've had, I'm on 6 or 7 of these upgrades now, is 100% drop chance. So whenever you get a duplicate ST-59, for example, or a duplicate of one of the other battle cruisers or carriers, you will guarantee to always get one of these extra parts. Now, for 2 of these subsystems, the integrated projectile weapon system and also the heavy defensive armor subsystem, these I had to unlock. Now, they cost 10 tech points each, but once unlocked, you can just go about switching out whichever additional subsystems you do have for this. So if we jump into the blueprint design quick now, and we have a look here. As you can see, I have the heavy cluster torpedo dealing 300 damage per hit. It's 1 round, but that splits into 4, and there is 4 of these on the ship. So it's a actually quite a decent projectile system here. It's good damage. Now I can happily just switch this out as and when I want. And this will switch out, for example, here I have a fire control spotter UAV hangar. This increases it gives me 3 UAVs and they give me a higher hit rate. I believe this affects all ships in fleet. So it's actually not a bad idea, maybe having like a support variant of this battle cruiser, because it is very hardy, it sticks around, especially when you unlock things like this heavy defensive armor system. So you can see I've still not unlocked everything. So we have the additional armor system, which is what you start with. This just gives more HP. It's not particularly great, just flat more HP. There's a heavy defensive armor system, which I'm showing you now. This gives a little bit of ship invasion, little reduced hit rate, but what it does do is gives you a lot of extra armor. which really does help out a little bit. I know for some reason it says it's reduces the agility, so it should be easier to hit. So I'm not entirely sure why these buffs here increase ship evasion by 5% and 10%. I think these are meant to be negative. It might be a bug, like a UI bug or something else. Either way, so it's a flat 250 armor increase. And these are also upgradable. So if I show you back on this screen where we can do our usual ship upgrades, this is the likes of increasing cooling on the weapons and that sort of stuff. We can also see here that I have my armor system with 10% extra energy resistances, but I can always pick up the extra physical resistances, give me an extra 150 here. And then on the heavy defensive armor subsystem, I can further increase that by another 150, which brings this thing's armor up pretty damn high, and it can get quite obnoxiously high as well, because I believe it's around 800 to like around 1,000, somewhere roughly around there is this thing's armor. Now I can switch this out to energy as well. A person that does have the energy was talking to me about it and was pointing out the fact that it has to be bugged because you can get up to 95% energy resistance. That means that every energy weapon firing at you is only ever going to do 5% of its damage, which is just absolutely insane. Now, some other notables that I have unlocked just to show these off are... sorry, wrong mode. Need to go into the blueprint designer again. It's a little bit of an awkward system, to be honest with you. We have a bow-mounted battery system. This adds 2 dual fire. It's similar to the winged hussars, I believe, so rather faster attack interval. Fires 2 rounds by 2 every 8 seconds here, 200 damage per hit. I kind of prefer the big damage of the railgun, as that's doing 2 rounds times 1. So the other one's shooting basically 4 bullets. This is shooting 2 bullets. And that's doing 700 damage at the moment at 13.6. I have got some small upgrades on there though. We also have the large cannon platform, which is what you start with. This adds a heavy cannon here, which is, you know, it's quite nice. It's 400 damage every 16 seconds, I believe that was. And we have a small sort of anti-air variant that's primarying the corvettes, fighters, and destroyers. Whereas I am currently running the railgun, which is a bit more anti-ship. Going for battle cruisers, cruisers, and carriers at 450 damage per hit every 8 seconds, and there is 3 of those in total. So you can see just from that a little bit that you can swap a battle cruiser build around a little bit, so it can have either more support for your fleet by adding in, you know, the likes of the area fire control systems, or you can add in your heavy defensive and your bigger damaging weapons and that kind of thing, just to try and up its damage to keep on par with some of the other battle cruisers. In the case of this, I am hitting just over 40,000 damage while sat around 430 armor. Again, I haven't been able to upgrade this too much. It's been difficult to get this into combat, really, just due to the times it takes. So, yeah. It's quite an interesting system. It allows you to change your builds around a little bit with the battle cruisers, so you can go, like I mentioned earlier, into like a support build, or if you wanted more of a damaging build, or even like a high defensive build. It gives you the ability and the variety to play and have fun with it a little bit, which I really do like. These do change the combat roles. As you can see, we can go up to a grade B with the right stuff on here, potentially. Again, grade B with anti-aircraft. We can have A for survivability, which I don't think is entirely true. I think that should be an S, considering the amount of armor we really can push onto this thing with, like, still keeping a 30% energy resistance, or going the other way around, is pretty crazy. Anyway, again, apologies. I wish this was the cruiser video myself, because I was really looking forward to doing that, but I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer to get that out to you guys. In the meantime, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. and I'll catch you guys next time.